Hey guys, we are going to finish up practice sheet 17. So number 6, I know most of you are doing very well on this. It says write the equation of the line for the table shown below. So over here I'm going to write our two equations that we know, y equals kx and y equals mx plus b. Okay? So we have to figure out which equation we're going to use, right? So remember, we always start with the constant rate of change, okay? The constant rate of change. So delta y over delta x, okay? So change in y is down. I'm going to put it up. So how are these changing? From 12 to 9, from 9 to 6, from 6 to 3. Hopefully you can tell it's going down, correct? Each time it's going down by 3. So it's negative 3, okay? Then we would need to find the change in x. So how much is x changing by each time? Each time it's changing by 1. Okay, so that goes down. So guys, that is my constant rate of change. Negative 3 over 1 or just 3. So remember, this is m, and sometimes it is k. We don't know if it's k yet because we don't know if it is proportional. If it's proportional, we use that one. So we see if it's proportional by seeing if it goes through 0, 0. Okay? So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay? Now this one, it's going up, so I'm not really doing minus, I'm doing plus. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Plus 3 would be 15, right? So guys, does that go through 0, 0? It does not. So it's not this one, okay? It's not y equals kx. It's y equals mx plus b, okay? So remember, when we're writing an equation, the two letters that stay the same are y and x. Those stay the same every time, so we need m and b. Well, m, we already have that. You can put in negative 3 over 1 or just negative 3. So m is negative 3. So that goes in front of the x. Now I need b. Remember, b is the number that tells us the table is not proportional. The number that tells us it's not proportional is 15. So that is b. Okay? So plus 15. That is b because it's positive. So this is my equation. Okay, so number 7, it says write in a, sorry, I was looking at a different one. Sharon owns 5 1/3 acres of farmland. She grows beets on half of the land. On how many acres of land does Sharon grow beets? So she grows it on half of this. Half of this is how many acres that she has. So guys, hopefully you know that's a multiply problem. I want to take half of 5 1/3. Or you could do 5 1/3 divided by 2, but remember, you'll end up doing keep, change, flip, right? You'll end up doing that. So it will work out either way. Okay? So your job, remember, when we do this, is to do Texas, and then multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and then divide to make it a mixed number. Okay, 8. Okay, guys, so on number 8, we are going to find the area of a triangle. So we would look at our formula chart, okay? Our formula chart says A equals half BH. I think I have the 8th grade one pulled up, so I'm going to glance at that one. And just like, oh no, this is the 7th grade one. We have it right here. Triangle A equals half BH. We need to make sure we are referencing our formula chart. A equals half BH. And guys, normally when we do this, I take half of a number and then I divide by 2. I can do that this time, but it might not be as easy for some of you. So half, the base is 6.4. Now the height might confuse some of you. The height is 4.5, guys, because it has to be where that right angle is. Okay? So my height is 4.5. Okay? So if you want to, you can take half of, half of 6.4 and then multiply by 4.5. Or you can multiply 6.4 times 4.5. Multiply that with the decimal twice in your answer, and then you would have to divide by 2. Don't forget that. Divide by 2 after you multiply. Okay? Again, or take half of this, then multiply by 4.5. Okay? So the next problem, write an equation and solve for x. So our equation, remember, triangles are the same as what supplementary adds up to. So supplementary adds to 180. So that's what angles in a triangle add up to. Okay? So remember, you're going to put all your angles. I have 2x plus 33 plus 92. I'm adding all of these. So your job is to find it. Here's your equation. Okay, and then solve for x. And finally, number 10. Circle the numbers that are integers. Guys, remember, no decimals and no fractions. So I want you to X out all of your decimals, X out all of your fractions, and then everything that's left is an integer. And before we go, just remember, all the numbers we know are rational. They are all rational numbers that we know. In 8th grade, you'll learn about irrational numbers, and that will be some things that are not on here, like pi, okay? But everything you know is rational. Everything you know is rational. Now, find your integers.